Grace and peace to you. Welcome to God's Plan. And in today's episode, I want to share something that is pressed upon my heart. You see, growing up as a child, I watched and read many stories and movies that portrayed something very common, that every family seemed to have an evil person. Sometimes it was an uncle, sometimes an aunt, sometimes even a brother. In many of those stories, they were often referred to as village people. And as a young boy, I believed those stories made sense. Many were inspired by real events. Back then, I thought that the reason many of those people were associated with evil was because they were uneducated, uncivilized, or not exposed to faith. I hoped that when those older generations passed, the world would be better. But now, decades later, I realize the evil I once thought belonged to a certain generation did not disappear. You see, today I see very young people walking the same path, sometimes doing worse than those older generations. I have seen educated people carry out unbelievable wickedness, civilized people behaving in ways that shock the soul, even churchgoers displaying cruelty that leaves you wondering how it's possible. And I've seen those who seemingly have everything still choose to hurt those closest to them. But the truth is clear. Evil knows no age, no education, no status. The Bible says in the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9, "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" So we ask, will things ever get better? Will evil always dwell in our land? You might think that with all the stories of evil men facing consequences, the next generation would learn. But evil continues to rise. Yet there's hope. Good still exists. The Bible says in the book of Romans 12:21, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." I have met people who are not rich, not educated, not even churchgoers, yet they refuse to do evil. You see, goodness and evil are matters of the heart, not of status or outward appearance. This reminds us of something deeper. There is a war from the beginning of time. The war between light and darkness. You see, when you look into the Bible, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." This war has never ended. So our responsibility is to keep shining our light and spreading the truth. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew chapter 5 verse 14. So only Jesus Christ can transform the hearts of men. The world may never be fully peaceful, but remember, the battle between light and darkness is already decided. 1 John chapter 4 verse 4 says, "Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." The enemy may fight, but the devil is already defeated. Jesus will always prevail. So let us continue spreading the gospel because it remains the greatest hope for transforming humanity. Welcome to God's Plan. I am excited to walk this journey with you.